Hi there. Guess what? I got a webcam. Reading from my Manly Pink journal. This is a response to Andrea's courageous video where she reads from her lifetime of writings, starting with first grade. So, my own diary right here goes back to 1994. That was about 8th grade for me. I'm sorry, 8th grade. That was 4th grade. April 1st, 1994. Dear Diary, this is my first diary, my first and only diary. Today I did everything that I've been waiting to do. I went to the store and bought a tape recorder to record Sonic the Hedgehog tunes. That was one thing I've been waiting to do. Then I bought you my diary. I'll name you. Your name shall be Jeff. Jeff is my old buddy. 9/9/94. Dear Diary, it's been a while since I've written anything. Oh, and I've decided not to give you a name. I just rented Mortal Kombat 2. Someday, I'll look back at that sentence and say, ha! That's nothing. Now there's Mortal Kombat 10. This is harder than I thought it would be. Okay. This is December 19th, 1998. Once again, it's late as hell, and I'm making my long overdue entry. Anyway, summer vacation is past. High school started, 9th grade. And nothing is like what they said it would be. Seniors don't pick on freshmen and vice versa. It's like middle school with 14 to 18-year-olds. White zombie and other stuff. And
what a joke!
A zillion of my Christian death metal bands.
What a joke! He will mock with your terror!
June 4th, 1999. Well, I finally met Nicole, but like every other girl I fall for, life finds a way to pull them away from me. I found out a few weeks ago she was moving to Sacramento. Now I wish that town would burn. I'm not just depressed about Nicole, but about everything. I don't believe in a God anymore. I really don't believe in anything. I need someone like Nicole to bring me up. I wish I could tell her how I feel. September 2003. I now realize that this journal is truly something unique and precious to me, because this is my only portal into the history of my life. Where memory fails me, and it does fail miserably, I have this, the only record of my life, if not in sporadic chunks. February 2005. Today I tried to kill another wasp. I know how hard that is to do because they're so tough. My nerves are shot. This week I had an anxiety attack, all thanks to coffee. I simply can't have more than 12 ounces in a day, or I'll be up all night shivering and dreading my state of mind. Usually I'm not writing anymore. I feel that I'm disgusted with all of my lonely ramblings. However, I continued writing and adding more poetry to my collection after my last journal entry, up until about mid-fall of 2004. It was never so great to feel like a writer. I don't know what became of that dream. Was I ever so serious? It just seems a nightmare to me now. But once again, I am just an innocent beginner, and I have a new dream. Am I so serious about music? I do worry. Those who have patience I envy. Those who lack it disgust me. Feeling this way, it seems impossible, or maybe just pointless, to record what is missing from the time between this entry and the one dating all the way back to 2001. My memory seems a bludgeon mass of dark matter. What use do I have for emotions? so tarnished and ever more vulnerable, exposed to the false world. Sometimes now I can't help keep my guts from spilling out. And always I'm alone there to pick them back up. Sure, we all share moments like that, but no one can truly understand why this should happen. Well, I fell in love with a girl named after a flower, and I thought she was a goddess. I had to torment myself for some time before that came to a conclusion. But even now, I'm hardly able to comprehend the intentions I had back then, and so I fear the past may repeat itself yet again. When I'm bored and lonely, I like to stare at what I've been doing all these years, but even I don't like to pay it much attention. Even now I may be just filling up lines with garbage, because I think it's what I'm good at, and the ghost of tomorrow intimidates me. Back when I never even didn't know my soul, couldn't really share my heart with anyone, but I wanted to. Emotions can be hard to tame with words. I dream that my music will accomplish this instead. 3/20/2005. I started a new job after my last entry, and an unusual effect has occurred to me a few times there. It seems that my work, which requires interaction with other people, makes me feel good or happy. But this is an unusual thing to have happen to me, and so I don't trust it. Does that seem stupid? Does happiness happen? How about my distrust, my paranoia, my insecurities? Don't I merely believe in these fantasy forces? Or is it true that I'm somehow responsible for my feelings? Mostly at times other than here and now, I know I don't care to make that distinction, and I usually care less to understand how that's a problem. I may take solace freely in the simple beauty that I am, yet may never touch what it is that I am transfixed with. Cars, money, girls, and streetlights. It's all the same. What I have and what I do not have determines my desires. Isolation, that interminable loneliness that earns its place after all the drugs and friends of drugs passes on. Or anything that treads outside of the shallow light that does shed a glimpse of the path ahead. That makes perfect sense to me. No need to divide fractions, they've already split. Just like that, the meaning is legit. A brutal pause, I'm fixed on some light. Marching backwards I see satanic Nazis wanting to drag me back to the television set. Not until my pen was... I ran out of things like that. I wish I could be swept away in the current of music passing between my ears. But the current music is not as heavy as I am, so I tend to sink and settle. People think that I'm shy. Well, I'd like to contradict you folks. I have tightened up into a ball because I feel like a mess. If you got to know me, you know how I feel and know all there is to know about a ball. A 10-hour binge on pot and beer produces a lingering sense that life is nearly over. That with the diminished effect of perception and sobriety follows a transmutation that is similar to the stale portion of liquor dwelling in the bottom of a glass bottle, and the burnt up resin mass trapped in a glass pipe. You are more akin to the substance you abuse than to your fellow beings. You are then also abused and poisoned. Poison and abuse. This is ugly, but only a habit. The 10-day period between one drug binge and the next is truly insidious, as such acts are committed without shame, perhaps a little arrogance. All moments that lead up to the next binge are hopeless and lost. The only days that hold any value are intended to destroy any value that's left. In effect, self-destruction.